Okay, it's live. I need to turn this doggone heat off.
Hey, how y'all doing? How's everybody? Thanks
Hey,
for coming
everybody.
through. I want to
Hey.
thank you, each and every one of you, for coming by. I want those who's catching the replay, hit that thumbs up and leave a comment, and I'll leave you a heart and let you know that I come through, that I saw you.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Vibrant Renaissance Grandma. Hey, Mike. Hey, Unbiased.
Hey,
Hey,
Mike.
God's desire for me.
Hey,
Hey,
Unbiased.
Felicia.
Hey, my
Hey,
Renaissance
Albert.
grandma. Hey, God's desire for me. Hey, Albert Miranda.
How y'all doing?
How's everybody tonight? Look at that. Look at that. It's so good to see y'all. Glad you're
Yeah.
here.
Look. So, how is everybody's weekend? How's it going? How was your weekend?
My weekend was um quiet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Quiet. Yeah, it was quiet. It was good. We had rain Friday and Saturday. Um, well, I guess it stopped raining on Saturday. Um, so yeah, Friday
Oh, she's
night,
getting
Saturday.
like Carragona.
So yeah.
I'm on the body now. Okay,
Okay.
God's
You,
desire for me.
there
Get it,
you
girl.
go. Okay. Oh, I should have said that too. I did my body first and the sleeve second because it's off the shoulder and I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't sure how long it was going to come down. So I wasn't sure how long the sleeve needed to be.
Hey,
But
Liz B.
it's oversized. So it's it's okay if they're long because it's meant to be long. But yeah. But it's
Okay.
easy. It's easy. You yeah.
Nice.
I think you're going to love it.
Okay. Okay. Bone tired travelers, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming through.
Hey, Bone Tired. How y'all doing?
I made sure my sleeves aren't long.
Yeah, I almost made it like 3/4 length sleeve, um, because I want to be able to wear it pretty much 3 seasons. I know I can't wear it in the summertime, but pretty much 3 seasons. So,
Mm.
oh, I wanted to
Mm-mm.
tell you something, Mona.
Oh,
So
okay.
I took my measurements today. I was wondering after all those doggone squats,
Hey,
what had
Laura.
what had happened. You know, I gained a half inch
In your legs?
in my hips.
In your hips? After two
Yep.
squats?
After doing
Oh
squats
no,
every
you
day,
did the 30-day challenge?
I did all 30 days. Yeah.
We're good.
Hey, Verdi.
It's raining grandbabies around here. 3 and 6 months. Wow. Wow. Okay. Hey sis. How you doing? What up? Bone Tire said, we're good. It's raining grandbabies around here 3 and 6 months.
It's raining grandbabies.
You probably lost it somewhere else. Did you lose
Oh
it
no, I
somewhere
did
else?
lose. I did lose elsewhere. I just thought it was interesting when I took my measurements. I was like, how did I gain?
So it
Yeah.
moved down, right?
I was like, how did I gain weight there? Because I lost to my waist. I've been losing inches consistently
We're
since
broke.
since I changed my diet. But yeah, I was like, well, that is something. I don't know what, but
Hey,
yeah.
buy you sugar.
Yeah, I definitely had a net loss. Hey, Bayou Sugar.
Well, I did my second set of 50. I messed around and ended up doing 75 today because I did 25 and the camera wasn't on. So I had to turn around and do another 50.
What? Girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now my ankle hurt. I'm
Uh-oh.
like, uh-oh. So I'm going to do my squats tomorrow. I'm going to get on the squat machine tomorrow. And then hopefully my ankle be all right. And the next day I'll do my 50.
I jumped today.
Awesome. Keep working at it.
I didn't jack.
Hey, Drills.
Hey, Drell. Hey, Laura. Yeah, I didn't do the jumping jacks, but I jumped 5 times. I can't jump. I cannot jump.
Okay.
So for me to jump 5 times was like, what? I
Okay.
jumped up.
Okay.
Now I didn't leave the floor, but this much.
That's okay. It's a start. It's a start.
Not that much, but I
Keep
did
going.
jump. I was
say girl.
I was like, can I do this jumping jack challenge? No. I said I could probably do squats and then do that part, but the jump part is the problem.
I can't do jumping jacks either.
Yeah, I can't do jumping jacks.
I
used to. Hey, Myra.
Thank you, Myra. Thanks for the raid.
Thanks for the raid. I used to do jumping jacks back in the day. But it's been a long time. It's probably been 15 years.
Knock me out. Girl, look at here. That's what I was afraid of.
10 or 15 years.
Something on it, I am down. I gotta figure out something. Hey, Sandra.
Okay. Let me just didn't I give somebody the link for that? What? I did. For Title IX sports.
I think I lost it. If you sent it to me,
I put it in one of the live streams because somebody was asking for their child or grandchild who was gonna not have.
You showed right. They did.
I think it was Duval. Was asking for a grandchild, and I was saying there are a couple of really good sports bras out there that you can do jumping jacks and ain't nothing moving.
Oh, I definitely need it.
Title IX sport, and they rate them by barbells. The 4 barbell ones, ain't nothing moving. I promise you. Now they gonna cost you a pretty penny.
Okay, I don't want to place.
Yeah,
because I'm losing weight and I'm losing them because I'm gonna have to go down a size or 2.
I was just when I did my measurements today, I was like, oh, I might need to go and change up some things here because yeah. I've lost some inches in places.
Yeah, I know I have a whole lot of inches in places.
Hey, Jane Doe.
Please smash the like button. Thank you very much. Please smash the like button, Jane Doe says.
Not
Hey,
me. Mine
Hudson,
are
I've
too
been waiting
small.
for you. I need to
I
know
don't
what
remember who. I really don't
hat
remember
you
who it
said you
was.
wanted.
I don't remember who it was, but whoever it was, there it was either a daughter or granddaughter who was gonna have to give up like cross country or something.
Hey, Felicia, I got 2 toddlers sitting on my chest. I don't know if anyone can hold them puppies down.
Okay. Well, they may not, I'm not saying that they have all sizes because they don't, but they it's that basically they are in business because when Title IX came out and the schools had to have equal sports for women and men, they was they were putting a lot of money in football and basketball for guys, but they weren't putting any money in the sports for women. And Title IX came out, they were like, well, if the girls are going to get sports, then they need to have the sports equipment, and we need to make something so that they can do it. So
What are you talking about, Mona? You said you wanted the hats, and I forgot what color. I think you said it was pink or something. A bucket hat. You said you wanted a bucket hat. I could have sworn that's what you said.
oh, yeah.
I forgot what color though. Undersman can make you sore. Yes. Felicia, are you coming this year? I will bring you something if you
Yep.
are.
Coming where?
To the Sword Fest.
Yeah.
Pink and white.
Yeah. I'm
Bucket
coming.
hat. You want a pink and white bucket hat.
Title9.com. That's what it's called. Hold on a second. Okay. Who? What? Pink and white. Okay, I got you. Growing with Hudson. You coming? I'm coming. Growing with Hudson. I still gotta make my reservations. I haven't made my reservations yet, but I'm coming. I'm probably gonna stay at the beach again. If I can find a room at the beach, that's where I'll be staying. I wasn't gonna go, but then something happened. And I said, you know what? I'm going.
Okay, you not because the last one you didn't go to, right?
I went last year.
No, I'm talking about last week. You were
What was
supposed
last
to
week?
go over the weekend.
Where? I wasn't supposed to go anywhere last week. I was supposed to go somewhere Thursday.
Oh, the Thursday? Are you going?
Uh-huh. I'm still
Yes.
going. I'm
Okay.
still going.
Okay. Okay.
I still have 1, 2, 3 things planned for the next 30 days. Yeah, that part.
Look, that's okay. It's all
But I'm
right.
only driving. Well, I'm only driving. I ain't driving to none of them.
Hey, Jet one and
Jet one and
yeah,
Jet one in.
yeah.
Hey, Jet. Hey, go on, Hudson. If I didn't say hey, I'm sorry.
How's it going?
What did you do today, Mona?
Hey, Jones Truth, how you doing?
Hey,
Just
Jones
wanted
Truth.
to
Wanted to
stop in
stop
and
in and
give
give you
you
a
a
quick
quick
hello.
hello. I pray you both have a great day and will have a great and blessed week. Would you do the same, Jones Truth? Thank you for
DJ
coming
Ron
through.
the mechanic.
Hey, DJ Ron, the mechanic.
Shoot,
Shoot,
we
we
all
all
go
should
put
just
the tents
put
on
up
the beach and
tents
camp
on
out
the
because the
beach and
moon might
camp.
be great.
That sounds like fun by you, Sugar. Prices is crazy.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
Oh,
they are. And I need to nail something down too,
cross
real
my
quick. Hey,
fingers.
Bridget.
I don't have surgery before then, but everything is paid for. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Hey, Blessed to Crochet.
Hey, Blessed too, Crochet.
Hey, Mike.
Mike, 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 Mike,
Mm-mm.
Mike. What movie is that from?
Oh, I
Mike, 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 Mike.
mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
Actually, I don't know what movie it's from. It's either from Monsters Inc. or Finding Nemo.
Oh,
I think it's from Monsters Inc. Actually, I don't
LOL.
know. It's a kids movie. All I know is it Monsters Inc. Okay, see, it's a kids movie. I was like, is it? Is it? Is
Uh-oh,
it yeah.
uh-oh.
Somebody
We got
knows.
movie buffs up in here. We got to do some
Somebody
movie
knows.
trivia
I
sometime.
couldn't remember which movie it was from. All I know is a kids movie because
Yeah.
that's
Well,
mostly the
thanks for
movies that
coming through, growing with
I've
Hudson.
seen.
Appreciate you.
And I haven't seen movies since my kids were in high school because that's when it got too expensive to go and we stopped going.
It was the first thing I thought of.
Yep.
Look, say Mike.
Yep. That was in Monsters Inc. That's funny. That was a movie I actually enjoyed. It was kind of a crazy movie. Another one of those movies that were
Did I miss Bridget?
suitable for kids. Yeah.
Oh,
We said hey to
hey,
Bridget.
Bridget. I didn't see Bridget.
I did. I spoke.
Okay.
Mike Wazowski. Yep. Hey, little felon.
Hey, little felon.
Thanks for being here. Hook that yarn, Crystal. Hey, Crystal.
Hey, Crystal. How you doing,
Thanks
Crystal?
for coming in.
Getting ready for bed. You have a good night, Crystal.
I cannot see. I went to a sister's homesteading meetup today. Nice get together, helping each other. Needed to become a homesteader or helping. Okay, cool. I think I have spent too much time on my phone this weekend because jeez, because my eyes,
Mm-hmm.
I can't focus.
You know what? I'm having issues on focusing as well. I'm like, and I went to the eye doctor, but
Hmm.
it was something different this year. So they did the checking for glaucoma
Yep.
and diabetes stuff.
Yep.
That's what they was checking for to see if anything was going on with my eyes for that.
That's that thing where they put it real close on your eye and do that puff of air.
Yeah, they checked the pressure.
Yeah.
Everything's good. So the pressure was good, she said.
All of my stuff looked good. I went in January and all of my stuff looked good. My eyes really haven't changed that much. But today, like I said, the last couple of days, I think, well, I switched my phone over from my eyes were bothering me, and so I switched my phone to dark mode.
Oh,
So it just doesn't have as much light coming reflecting back. And then I've been reading. I think I read 2 or 3 books this weekend. And when I do that, when I read a lot on the computer,
yeah.
and it just my eyes are just it's from focusing too long at a short distance. And so then when you look up,
Yeah.
everything else is out
Everything
of
is
focus.
blurry.
Everything is out of focus. And I got old eyes. It takes a long time for them to respond to the new distance. And so I'm having a hard time. Switching to dark mode helps with the light, the amount of light that comes in. Blue blocker glasses work better, but I don't know where mine are. I have some blue blockers, but I don't know where they are. They're around here somewhere. I need to get a better pair. I think I'm gonna go to and get me a second pair of readers Um, but not from, not dollar store readers, but prescription with my prescription in it because I don't normally read with my glasses on, but I need something that has, yeah. I don't know what I'm saying. Don't listen to me. I don't
As
know what I'm
usual.
saying. Well, I do know what I'm saying, but I can't get it out.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, I need to do that. Oh, did you see the sea turtle pattern that Stitching Together with Friends are going to be doing for March?
No, I didn't. I haven't been on YouTube today.
Oh. Not really, Mike. It's not that it's not large enough to see. Um, is that it's not in focus. So I can see, like I can see and I can read what's going on right on the screen, but it's fuzzy. It's like it's not sharp, and I can't get it. And like if I look through the top of my glasses, it's not in focus. And if I look through the reading part of my glasses, it's not in focus. Oh yeah, did you see the turtle pattern? It's funny. Hold on just a second. I want to show you. I'll show you the one I made. It's similar to the one I made, but it's bigger.
Hey, Miss Peach Nut.
And I'm gonna make it. So here's the one I made.
Okay.
Oh, you know the one I made. I showed it before. I did a short on it. It's similar to this one. It's the same, sea turtle style turtle.
Yeah.
But it's bigger. It's a little bit bigger than this. And I'm gonna make it because I love my turtle. I love my turtle. I love my turtle. So, anyways. Hey, Mary. I'm probably not gonna remember your name is Mary. Blessed to crochet, but I'll try.
My name is Mary. Nice to meet you, Mary.
Ugh.
Look,
But
I'm
yeah,
gonna try.
but yeah, make the
Well, I
make
see you enough, I'll remember.
y'all need to go
I'm
and
up
check
in
it out.
age, so
Stitching Together with
we
Friends.
see you enough.
So
Blessed to crochet.
okay, I'm blessed anyway. Oh, one of the things I did, I want that turtle. One of the things
I got my turtle. Ha ha ha.
This one is a no-sew. This one's a no-sew turtle. So everything is crocheted. There's no sewing, which I love. love. Yeah. Oh, she said I want a pinky green one. I don't have no pink yarn in my house. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I have green. I have lots of green because that's my son's favorite color. But I don't have any pink.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to go buy no yellow.
I think I have yellow too.
Look. So I'm like, okay, I got it. I'm almost finished with it.
Hey, Bonnie.
But I'm finishing this. Oh, you know what? And guess what? Hey, Bonnie.
No pink yarn. Pink is just not my color. I mean, I do have I do have shades of pink. Like I have fuchsia and what is that? I can't say this word. Y'all know which word it is. That flower. Bougainvillea. I think that's what it's called. Ooh, that's pretty. That is so pretty. Those hats are beautiful. But I couldn't wear it. But it's beautiful. Isn't it heavy?
No, not really.
Oh, yeah.
Not really. It really isn't.
She said more pink for her. Okay, then. Yeah, I do have fuchsia, and I may have some peach, some like peachy pinks, and like I said, I've got some bougainvillea and some,
Oh, no,
yeah,
that's
all of
my new
those.
favorite
But I
hat.
don't have any just real um
What I need to know
like apple
is
blossom pink or none of those colors. Is
is
that
that my
hat mine?
list was peaching up? That's your hat. Do you want the green trimming around the ends? Is
On
what
the
I want to know.
edges? Do you want the green trim on the edges? Yeah. That's pretty. That will set it off, I think.
I
But
think so too.
but
But
that's not my
I
that's not
just
my
finished this
call.
today. I haven't even put it together yet.
Put the ends, yeah, weave in your
Because
ends.
I need that answer. She want the trimming on the ends.
Yeah. That's a beautiful hat.
Yeah, I'm knocking hats out left and right. I got a burgundy in there, bucket hat that all I got to do is finish it up, and I'll be done. That turtle, they're doing a SWTF is from Bloggers Delight.
The link is on Sunita's community page. Yeah, it's a nice turtle. It's not this one. It's not this one. It's different than this one. But it's nice and I want to do it for sure. And I want to do it in some odd colors, not natural colors for a turtle. I want to do it in some odd colors. So I'm going to look around and see what I have in the house. I was going to ask you, Mona. Hey, Sleazy.
Sleazy!
I was going to ask
Hey,
you.
Sleazy! I won't be
Um,
making any more animals ever. Why not, Bonnie?
oh,
I'm working on a corner to corner blanket. I love doing blankets. I like doing blankets, and I've never had a chance to do a corner to corner yet. They
I
won't
have
let me get off the hats.
I've done one corner to corner, but I did it. It was a filet crochet corner to corner, and I loved it. I actually gave it away. Who did I give that away to? Do you remember who I gave that away?
What?
That corner to corner blanket.
A corner to corner blanket?
I think I might have donated that as part of Andale's giveaway.
I think so. I know it was a
For her ten
giveaway. You
thousand.
gave it away.
For her 10,000, I think that's what I gave away.
Mike said, "Make that hat in that turtle and Jamaican turtle."
I've got Jamaican colors. I could do that.
No, it's fine like it is. My internet's acting up, so I'm going to be behind for a moment. Okay.
She said it's easy and it works up fast. Okay.
Not my
I'm
thing.
I really enjoyed. I made a couple of turtles a little while ago and I enjoyed them. And I would like to make another one because I just like
It's so
them.
easy and works up fast.
Pop
Oh,
us
okay.
over to say hello on this
I'm gonna
side.
try it.
Thanks,
Bonnie
Bridget.
Fashion Lies.
You have to go to Sunita
Right, Bonnie?
community page to find the link for it. I went and looked at it
Yes,
yesterday. It was so
Myra.
nice.
I like it just the way it is. Okay. Well, I'm getting ready to put it in the mail then. I'm gonna wash it and put it in the mail.
Put it in the mail. All right.
Casey. Well, popping over to say hello on this side. Well, hey, Bridget. Thanks for popping.
CPC is my favorite, she says. Hey, Proverbs Genie.
One of my favorite. Okay, I'm gonna have to try it and see. So far, I've been really enjoying being on YouTube because all I've ever done is blankets left to right. No, right to
Right
left.
to left.
Yeah, right to left. That's all I've ever done was blankets, 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 blankets. Baby blankets, queen size blankets, king size blankets. I've done all the different stitches, some patterns. I did a few of those, but it's always been blankets. Now I'm getting into these hats, and baby, if I tell you I'm spitting out hats left and right, I've done a lot of hats in the past 4 months.
Yeah.
I've done several hats, but this hat here, this ruffle hat takes up a lot of time. It really does. It takes two days, because the base be 1 day and a ruffle is a day by itself.
Yeah. So yeah, Sandra. Hey, Sandra. Did I miss you? Yeah. Anyways, I did the corner to corner. I didn't do the traditional corner to corner. I did the filet
Hey,
crochet
Janie.
corner to corner, and I did it as it's really more of a throw or a lap blanket size. But I really liked that, and I love the filet um, in it. But I also did I did a C2C, just a washcloth, because I just wanted to try
I
it. So I
can
did,
do that in
and I
stitches
also
as
not the traditional C2C, but just I think
is
it was a single crochet or
understanding the
something like that.
concept
And then
of,
I also did a knitted C2C washcloth,
when to increase and
because
decrease
a friend
for
of mine, what's his
in
name?
a triangle.
Backlash Fisherman does C2C knitted C2C blankets. And that is nice. It's just a nice way to do things. It's a different way, and I like the way it looks. Uh-huh. I'm sorry if I missed you coming in, Sandra. You guys are frozen on my screen, so I'll pop in a short while. I may need to reboot. Oh, okay. I don't think we're frozen. Uh-oh. And I spoke too soon. I think I'm frozen. I think we might be frozen on my screen too.
Y'all frozen?
I think so.
Y'all not frozen on my screen. What's going on? But I think YouTube was messing up, because earlier I heard somebody say that they was having issues on some screens.
Mara said it's not frozen. It's frozen on my phone.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why that is.
Hey, Mara. Hey, Sandra.
I usually try to have it on the
baby blanket, bubble blanket, and shawls on my hook. Wow. Okay. Okay.
Y'all, I don't have nothing on my hook. Oh, wait a minute. It might be. I don't know what's going on over here.
You said we said hi earlier.
Oh, okay.
I thought I did long time ago. That was like, 30 minutes ago.
Hey, Andale. How are you?
Hey, Andale. Look, I haven't got that far yet. You guys are frozen on my screen, so I'll pop back out in short while. May need a reboot. Okay.
I didn't get to my question. So my question was, Mona.
Oh, I'm behind.
I have a skein left of that Caron Jumbo that I made the sweater out of. And so my question is, what should I make out of that skein? I thought about adding a hood to the sweater.
Why not?
But then I was like,
skein left.
I was like, well, I don't know if I can add a hood in the same pattern. So, and I don't know what it would look like if it wasn't in pattern.
Favorite channel for hats. Oh, yeah? Okay. Well, I need to check them out and see what they got going on over there.
So, I don't know, though. I mean, that's a lot of yarn. That's a lot of yarn. That jumbo, it's like 12 ounces or something. So, I don't know. What should I make out of that? I thought about making a hat and maybe some hand warmers to go with it.
That's what I would do.
But that's still a lot of yarn. I got enough to make a hat and some hand warmers and a hood.
I definitely would do that. Have a set. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I would do that.
Or maybe I could make something totally different.
I'm trying to finish this granny stitch long carrigan, so I'm not working on anything else till I'm finished. I know that's right. I know that's right. I'm trying to learn how to remember how to tie off the invisible close up, the end of the when you finish.
I don't know of
I
an
think that's
invisible.
why everybody is still on hooks. I got three hats still on a hook. And that's because I want to be able to do that invisible
I don't know an
invisible ending where you can't see. It's not a knot. You don't put it in a knot.
invisible tie off in crochet.
Yeah.
An invisible fasten is crochet. It's a technique used to make it smooth. But to do an invisible, finish the last stitch. Cut the yarn at least 6 inches
You
away.
looked that up that fast.
Pull the tail all the way through.
Oh, you froze. That's why.
Who froze?
Oh no, you're not. You reading?
I'm
You're
reading.
You moving? Usually in one spot.
How to invisibly fasten off in crochet. Okay, so you just gonna have to look it up because there's video.
I know. I've been watching it. I just want to be able to remember how to do it, so when I finish something, I won't have 3 projects sitting here waiting for me to go back and look at it and do it. Yeah. That's what my issues be.
So anyway, the other thing I was thinking about was what's my next project gonna be? I have this yarn I want to use. I need to get in touch with Ivy because I want to make something. I've got some cotton yarn and I want to make something in that with that cotton yarn. I'm not sure how much would I have enough to make. But I have some really beautiful cotton yarn that I want to make something out of. Did you just put a hat on? What the? So I'm still trying to figure out what my next big project is going to be. I mean, I know I have a couple small projects I want to make. I want to make the turtle. I want to make the butterfly. I want to finish these socks that started when I started the cardigan. So yeah. But I don't know what my next project's going to be. And I might not do anything. And I might not do another big project right now because I somebody made a suggestion.
Thank you, Mike.
And I need to follow through on that.
And they'll say a purse.
That I do something for the Soul Family meetup. And I was like, oh, I could do something for that. So I don't know. A purse? I made a bunch of bags. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. So I could make a purse though. What are you gonna do with that hat? Is that hat gonna be a beanie?
Yes, the beanie. I'm done with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I took it over for the guy to see it, and you know, it was like, I can do another row of that. And he was like, no, I like it like this. I was like, no, I need to do another row. He said, well, I want it yellow. Okay. Whew. So I think it'd be better. It'd fit his head just right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. I do have a couple of other projects that I want to do. So um I might not pick up a big project right now because this next
Hey,
month
Glendale.
is gonna be busy, 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 busy. And
Yep.
so
Nice.
maybe I
Go
should
ahead.
take a break and do some other little projects and get them out the way. So you dropped some seeds this weekend?
Nope.
What?
All I did was I went out there and they said it was gonna rain and it didn't rain, so I went out there and watered everything down. My mullins was drying up, from that shock
Yeah.
of moving
Transplant.
them. So I took the big leaves off of it and left the little leaves, and I'm just waiting to see if it's gonna if it's gonna go to work. So I need to go out there tomorrow and water everything down and drop some onions
That's what I
tomorrow
need to do is drop some onion.
and work on getting them other beds up so I can put them beds down that I want. That's gonna take me a minute. I might have to that's gonna take me a minute. And I don't want anyway. But
Anyway,
anyway.
something for the soul family. Yeah. I need to think about that because if I'm gonna do something, that means I need to get on it. I definitely need to get on it.
I have a whole nother hat that I need to start.
I dropped my onion Saturday. Yeah, it rained here for a couple of days, and I did not drop any seeds today. Only thing I did today was I sprayed my fruit trees. Um, today because it's supposed to rain again. I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow or the next day. So yeah, that part. But I'm definitely gonna be dropping some seeds this week, like probably every day this week, because I got a lot that I need to get out outside. I'm dropping seed outside. So yeah. And then I've got some stuff I need to transplant. I need to do a video because the stuff that I winter sowed, um, some of it came up, some of it didn't come up yet. It may not come up, who knows? But some of it came up and it's ready to be transplanted. So I need to transplant some of that out and do a video to show y'all what it's looking like over there because I've got 4, 5, 8 or 9 containers of winter sowed stuff that I winter sowed, mostly herbs that I winter sowed. Um, and so
Yeah, I
yeah.
need to drop seed. I don't think it's gonna get any colder around here, so I need to start dropping seeds everywhere. I want to start dropping my watermelon and my squash.
Yeah, I'm ready to start dropping squash, but I'm gonna hold off on that. I think what I'm gonna do is I've
I
some
dropped my
small
onion Saturday.
got some small cups that I want to drop. That I'm gonna maybe start them in the garage.
Hey,
Um,
Brian Lynn.
hey Brian Lynn. Hey Saul. Saul, hey. Yeah. But my peach tree is blooming, y'all. And the bees were on it.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
Was it you I was on the phone with? Let me tell you, Saturday I was in my backyard. That Kalimondon tree is full of flowers and bees are and they not big bees. These are all baby
The
bees.
honeybees, the small ones. Yeah. Nice.
Yes. all over my tree. I'm like, oh, I am gonna have so much calamine, it's crazy.
That's nice.
Oh Lord.
I cannot wait. I've got a bunch of citrus and none of it's big enough to bloom yet. I cannot wait.
I'm glad I moved that lemon tree to the back. My 2 lemon trees are blooming. They got flowers, and so I'm glad I got them back there for them bees to go on and kiss them. I
Nice.
need everything to be kissed.
She said,
This peach nut gone.
uh,
Look, that fig tree, it is not playing at all. And my trees
bee.
got names. Ha ha. I done named my trees.
Uh-oh. I haven't named my trees
That
because
means I can't drop outside until long after Mother's Day.
yeah.
I don't know what. Oh, we mean it ain't our fault.
Right. You gotta do what you gotta do for where you are.
Mine haven't even started blooming. My peach tree not doing anything. Well, my nectarine, it's not doing anything.
My plums are getting ready to bloom. Last year they bloomed early and we got a cold snap and I didn't get any fruit on my plums. So I'm hoping
Also,
I get some fruit this year
key
on my
lime.
plums. Actually, I don't care if I don't get nothing else but plums this year. I mean, I would be happy to get peaches and pears this year. But if I don't get nothing but plums, that's the one fruit that I hope I get a ton of. I love plums. I absolutely love plums. And these are the native ones, like the wild ones that you find.
Yeah.
You know the small ones? The small ones, like the wild ones that you can find on the roadsides and out in the woods and whatever. That's the native one. That's the one I have. Well, I have other ones too, but I have that native one, and I am so excited for
Hey,
that.
Drops.
Hey, Drops.
We're about to get another cold snap next week.
Who?
I don't think we're gonna get one. I think it says my last frost dates was February 18th.
Yeah, my last frost date's not here yet.
Sweat bees are super tiny bees. They don't actually drink sweat. Hello, Mike.
There's a poster. USDA has a poster of bees. It is amazing the variety of bees there are pollinating stuff. I don't know if I have that poster or not. I couldn't show it because it's copyright. But it's a free poster. If you are close to any USDA offices, you can probably call them and ask them about it. It's really cool.
Weather coming up there in the north? Y'all having bad weather coming?
I hope not.
I ain't say nothing about here. I know it's the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday is gonna be in the 80s.
You are in Arkansas now?
Well, we moved over to Arkansas now. Well, up there it's still cold up there. Look.
ARK.
Oh, I ain't know Miss Peach not dropped a video today.
Yeah. It's like ARK. I need to count some Ohio here. Okay. I can't. Okay, I cannot. See, now you got me worried. You got me worried. What is the 10-day forecast for Ohio?
Yeah, we bought a house in Arkansas. Ohio here. What part of Ohio? I'm going to Toledo in about couple of months. Oh, Mary, I'm gonna remember your name now. Say, did I remember
because
it now?
Ohio?
Look at here. Look at
Because
here.
Ohio?
Yeah, she's from Ohio. I counted 8 different bee varieties in my garden last summer.
Yup.
Then 5 wasps, like 20 butterfly types. Oh, wow. Ask Mike if I put my tomato plant out of the hydroponic into my garden tent on my patio. Visit it. Still
Okay, let me see.
Oh,
Ohio.
right. Did you get that? Duval want to know. Hey, Darth X, how's it going?
Toledo is a pit. Okay. I'm supposed to go to Ohio this week, and it looks like Thursday high 57, 56,
Vancouver
52,
Island,
30, 32,
Mike
30.
is also in Felicia's chat. Darth X.
Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on.
It is in Eden. Conditions is mostly cloudy with a temperature of 54 degrees. The wind is blowing from west to southwest with 0 miles per hour. Humidity is 99%.
32, 40.
Mansfield, go home. I'm Shawshank Redemption. Ha! Ah! Look, I'm not going to Mansfield. I know what's there. Look,
Right.
I know what's there. Toledo is a pit. Well, you know what? Don't be putting my town down, dude. I like Toledo. Well, it's too cold there, though, for me to live. Is it an enclosed patio? If not, won't count. Uh-oh.
I was in Smithfield on Saturday. I thought
Take it in
about
the
you.
house. Take it out
Okay.
the hydroponic and put it in some soil in the house. Let it grow in the house. Oh, okay. I only think northwest Ohio along the lake. That's all you like? Northeast, sorry.
Mansfield's a cool town. We're not too far from beautiful Amish country, great food. Okay.
Minnesota. The weather in Minnesota conditions
Y'all
are
gonna make me have chill.
in the temperature of 30
Oh,
degrees. The wind is blowing from southwest at 12 miles per hour, and the current
wow.
humidity is 63%. And
Y'all
they'll
make me having chills.
say I was in Smithfield,
Smithfield.
North Carolina Saturday, Felicia. I thought about you and your sister.
Yep. That's close. It's close.
Mansfield is a cool town, and we're not too far from beautiful Amish country. Great food, I bet. Hey, Deborah Garrett.
Hey, Deborah Garrett. Deborah Garrett. I cannot even speak today. Do y'all
But
think I
we
should
judge
take?
on whether it looks like before take outside.
So, do y'all think I should take my Christmas tree down this year?
Take what?
My Christmas tree down.
Would if it's taking up too much room?
It ain't taking up too much room. Ain't nothing gonna be over there.
You ain't gonna put nothing over there?
It stayed up all last year. Yes, what, Mike?
Mike said yes.
Yes, what?
Take it down.
I could make it an Easter tree.
You can do that. Mine is an Easter tree. Uh-oh.
I don't think I want to take it down.
Well, don't take it down. You can make it a St. Patrick's tree and then turn around and make it an Easter tree.
Okay,
and
first
then
of
turn
all,
around and make a
it's not much of a
memorial
Christmas
tree
tree
and
either
then
because
do
it
a
doesn't
4th of
have
July tree.
it's not much of a Christmas tree. It only has 3 ornaments on it. It
If
only
it
had
was
3
up
ornaments
to
on
my
it.
daughter, she would have a tree up all year round.
So I don't really have to do anything to make it an Easter tree. Just call it an Easter tree.
Grow a banana plant there.
In my house?
Yeah.
It wouldn't produce anything.
In a pot.
It wouldn't produce.
Mine is 10 feet tall. It's going to get an all around tree. Okay. Charlie Brown tree.
Mine
was an ornament. Mine was little.
Mine's only 6 feet tall. But
mine is 2 inches. And
but only has
it was
3 ornaments
maybe.
on it.
Not even 2 feet. It was 1.
And Christmas cards. It has Christmas cards on it.
Maybe 12 inches. It might have been 6 inches. But this one, the one I just bought, is going to be 2 inches.
If I take it down, I'm never going to put it up again. I'm going to throw it away.
Oh, best up. It's a pot tree. Right?
Pot or pot?
Well, I don't know about those trees. They won't last long. They pick here and pick there, right?
It's your house. If you want to leave a tree up your lawn, it's your dang tree. Leave it up, right? Well, I did leave it up last year, and I said I was going to take it down this year. But if I take it down, I'm not going to keep it. If I take it down, I'm not ever going to put it up again. So I might just leave it up. So yeah. I have that says have a Christmas/Easter tree. I should just make some ornaments for the Easter ornaments
have a
for
Christmas/Easter tree. Oh, so she's being creative already.
I'm trying to think of what. There's only 3. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't decided. But I'm sitting there looking at it thinking, you probably should take it down. It is kind of in front of the bookshelf. But I could just move it over a little bit and that'll be fine. I don't know. I'll think about it.
Hey, Sunday. How's it going, Sunday?
How you doing?
Good night, Myra.
Good night, Mar. Thanks for coming in.
Do you have Myra's email address?
I think so. Why?
Because I think she should be next.
Okay. I can check and see.
All is well. Sunday says.
All is well.
February, it was Mardi Gras, then Valentine's, now Easter. What happened to y'all done skipped over St. Patrick's? Look.
I want to know how St. Patrick's is a holiday.
It's a day to drink green beer.
Exactly. How is that a holiday?
I don't know, girl. Don't give me the line. Everybody got their time. Look, don't leave the Irish out.
Yes, I do have Mara's email address.
Okay. Can you ask her?
Okay, I will. But wait. I might not be here Sunday.
Okay.
Oh, you mean, yeah. I know what you mean. I'm sorry. I was thinking about something else.
I'm decorated for You know what? That Sunday is Easter, so we're gonna have to do it the week after.
Nope.
We're not
A
gonna be
day
able to
to
do it, and
Drop said it's not a day to drink green beer. It's a day to pee green beer.
I decorated for Easter and St. Patrick's Day.
I don't decorate for nothing.
No,
I guess I'm just lazy because I don't decorate.
well, I never had green beer.
Me neither. I do celebrate St.
I
Patrick's Day
went to
though,
church online, so ha ha ha.
but not by drinking green beer.
There's nothing wrong with going to church online, as long as you go to church.
I don't go online or
I go
otherwise.
online. I go online.
Every Saturday, I say, I'm going to go to church tomorrow. And then I get up Sunday morning and go, yeah, not today.
Mm.
Yeah, not today.
Yeah.
St. Patrick's is a day to celebrate Christianity coming to Ireland. Right. We're not in Ireland.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Don't forget the corned beef and cabbage. No, okay, I'm there for the corned beef and cabbage.
Yes, indeed.
Definitely there for the corned beef and cabbage.
Don't forget the corned beef and cabbage. Look, I like corned beef and cabbage. I used to go to the
It's an American thing. Exactly. Corned beef and cabbage is an American thing. Exactly.
What they doing in Savannah Sunday?
Oh, Savannah is a big
By the way, he built
they have one of the biggest St. Patrick's Day celebrations in the country.
They don't understand corned beef and cabbage. They said it's an American thing. Oh, yeah, American always changing something, huh?
Yeah, but they have a big celebration in Savannah.
Why should I pay a guy with a gold-plated Cadillac to work? Oh, okay.
Haven't you seen Black's Tropical?
Always gets my attention.
Black's Tropical on St. Patrick's Day. They usually go downtown Savannah and do live streaming because it's big.
It's a big thing in Savannah. They have parades and they dyed the water green.
Right. In the big fountain. They have the green water and everything. Yeah.
Oh.
It's the big thing. Black's Tropical does usually they've done live streams from Savannah St. Patrick's Day. This is my sock I'm working on. I guess I should finish these.
Yeah, I need to check out that ancestry thing. Somebody told me that I was Irish. Hey, yeah. GT.
I think ancestry is interesting.
In Chicago, they drive.
It's like, how far back are you gonna go?
Down there every year when I live there. It's a big thing.
In Chicago, they do. Yeah, I think they do.
Sorry.
I don't know if they do. They do some color at the fountain downtown Montgomery, but I don't think they do it for St. Patrick's Day. I think they
always went to Savannah when my kids was home. Nah, don't go.
Oh.
Beaches on Savannah smell bad. I've never been there. I know.
What?
You never been there, but you say it smell bad? What that mean?
I don't know what that means.
Scottish and Greek. Huh? Did I miss something?
He said every time I've been there. I haven't had that problem
Oh,
where I've
okay.
been, but I guess it depends on where you go.
Well, where we went, I didn't think it stinks, so maybe they washed.
North Beach
I
or
watched
South Beach.
Just in My Roots on PBS. It's interesting.
I think it's interesting. I think the idea of ancestry is interesting because
Oh, you Irish and Greek.
how far
I
back
mean,
do
Scottish
you
and Greek.
go? I mean, how far back do you go?
Mm,
Because if you go back 7 generations, just saying, 7 is a number. If you go back 7 generations, then that's a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So when I looked at some of the ancestry stuff, I can only go back as far as my great great grandfather on either side. And then there's just no publicly available records. Well, I shouldn't say no easily accessible records at that point. She says, I don't know about the rest, but she's very interested in the Scottish and the Greek. I um I feel like I was Greek in another life. I feel an affinity for Greece. I want to go to Greece so bad. Ever since I've known that there was a place called Greece, I've wanted to go there. Mike says almost nobody is 100% anything. We're all mutts. Yeah.
That part.
It depends on, like I said, it depends on how far you go back. You go back far enough, we're all related.
Exactly.
You go back. If you keep going back and you keep going back, you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
But I just think about how far back you can go. Um, it's interesting that with some families they can go back. They can really trace their ancestry back for a long ways. But for other families, you just can't. There's just no record. There's no oral history. There's no written history. There's no record that's available in order to
Uh
trace.
oh. My mom has traced our family back to Belfast, Ireland. She really into it. I have never paid attention.
Yeah.
Mm.
I wish I had paid more attention to the stories. Um, I wish I had recorded them and written them down. I remember sitting with with one of my dad's sisters, and she was talking about her dad's people, and that's something that we never knew much about them at all, and about her my granddad's people, and she
I
was talking
believe
about
that,
them, and I was
Andale.
like, man, I wish I had recorded that conversation because she's gone now, and like I said, I don't know hardly anything about that side of the family. I mean, that's where I got my name from. My dad's people. And I don't know anything about my dad's granddad. Nothing at all. Yeah. And it's interesting too, looking at and going to Ancestry and looking at the records and looking at census data, because that's part of the data that they have, and you can look at the census data, and it's interesting when you look at it because it's somebody came and they had a book and they wrote stuff down, and so it's in handwriting, and they wrote it down, and to see my dad's name change in the books, how they wrote it down, see my grandmother's name change in the book, how they spelled it. They spelled her name at least 3 different ways, but it's always this child of, and they would have her mom and dad's name, and then they would have her name and her age, and then you go to the next census period, and it would have child of and her mom and dad's name, and her name would be spelled differently, and you're like, oh, and it's the same with my dad's name would be spelled differently, and then you would look at my granddad and some of my uncles' names, and their last name was spelled like 4 different ways. It's like, how are you gonna know? Because it was it was oral. The guy, the census person came and they said, "What's your name?" "My name is so and so, so and so," and they wrote it down. And they wrote it down, and they wrote down how they spelled it the way they thought it was spelled. They didn't ask you how you spell your name. They just wrote it how they thought it was supposed to be spelled. And so in one census is written one way, and another census is written another way. And the information, you look at the information and you're like, this is odd. This changed. Why did this change? What happened between 1880 and 1900? What happened? So anyways, went to work every day and counted money, went home, never met her. Her grandfather was adopted. That's what my mom found out. So, but I just think it's interesting. It's fascinating.
So we both just reading and carrying on. Ain't nobody saying that. We just reading. Yeah. Now you can tell what I normally do.
That
was a long drive.
A year.
I get it.
A year driving from Savannah and Florida and back. Yeah.
I could say something.
A girlfriend told me they claim to be a former Miss Alabama, but you might not like the answer.
Okay.
Well, say it anyway.
No. You messy. You drinking ice water?
What is it? Yeah, ice water. Well, actually, the water is gone. It's just ice now. Y'all know what I do. I drink ice water, and then I run out of water, and then I eat the ice, and then I'm talking with ice in my mouth, and y'all can't understand me. I can listen to people in their 80s just tell stories. Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Darthek says, I want to do Ancestry DNA because I want to know what spice mix I'm made from. I don't want to do Ancestry DNA because I don't want to find no more relatives. I have so many. Y'all don't understand. Don't get me wrong.
I wanted to find relatives. I said I want to know if I'm Irish or not.
I'm just saying, you go in and you do the ancestry, and then you find out, oh, you got a match. You got a sibling. You're like, what? Wait a minute. Wait, what? or a cousin or whatever. Yeah, right. The DNA link.
I need to do that.
They link you to relatives, to other relatives who've done the test. They'll go, oh, we got a match here. This is a cousin. This is a cousin. This is a cousin. I've had so many. I shouldn't say that, but I've had some cousins show up.
I'm broke.
As older. I'm broke. I don't know any of you.
Oh. My son and daughter did the Ernest Den, and I'm still questioning. Uh-oh.
Right. The thing about the ancestry is they can match you with other people who've done the ancestry.
Yeah.
So if you have relatives who've done it, they can match you with other people who've done it.
Okay.
So that's real and true. But the other part about it, they can't really tell you what you are. They can only give you probabilities of what the mix is.
Okay.
Because of the way it works. The way that the way the testing actually works. They can't say that, oh, you are, they when you see the results and it says you are, this part European, and it lists these areas. That is so not accurate. It's just the probability of it. And that's why only thing they're doing is taking so they take the results of all the people who've taken it before and then they categorize them. And so they can tell you that, well, if they've tested people from that area, they can say that you are likely from that area. But if they have no test from that area, then they don't know.
Well,
my ancestry is Viking,
that means
Dane, and Swede.
Integrated too many
villages. And it's interesting. I have a friend of mine whose ancestry is Viking, but by way of Greece, Viking, but to be precise. And so it's like, because of genetic markers, they know that she's Viking, but because of where her parents and grandparents were born, she knows she's Greek. That part. Anyways. So you're gonna take the test to find out if you're Irish?
Huh?
You're gonna take the test to find out if you're Irish?
I would like to.
But are you?
I'm Mona. And that's all that matters. All the extra.
Well, I'm Scottish and Greek.
Oh, okay.
Because I said so. I was told my early life I was named after an Indian princess, and on my mother's side, my aunt and my sister ancestry 100% American and 0% American Indian anywhere. The problem with the American Indian percentage, Andale, is not a lot of American Indians actually take the ancestry test, and so they don't have anything to compare it to. So they don't know how to categorize it because they don't have that many numbers in the database.
I would like to take it to find out if I have any brothers and sisters out there.
I don't want to know.
I do.
I
know I have a brother, but there's supposed to be more out there, and I want to know. I would like to know. I've always wanted to know about my brothers and sisters.
I guess if I hadn't grown up in the household with my mom and dad and been told that was, that the siblings I have were the only siblings I have, then I would be, if I didn't know who my father was, or if I didn't live with my father or whatever, then I would be able to say, oh, okay, maybe I should take a test to see who my siblings are. But if I found out I had a sibling out there, I'll be like, really? How did this happen? Not how did this happen? When did this happen? Why did this happen? Why didn't I know about this? You know, all those questions. My grandmother was born in Scotland and my mother was born in Scotland. So, of course, my grandmother. Yeah. People are messy. Yes, Mike. People are messy. I don't know, Andale. That's just the way I understand. I understand how that's how I understand it works. I could be wrong, but that's how I understand it works. The more people who take the test, the better the tests are, which is why as more and more people are taking them, they update you on your numbers, and your numbers can change significantly when they get more information that verifies um, um, what their assumptions are. But yeah. And I'm not so much worried about my dad. And when I talk about finding more relatives, I have a uncle who I did not know any of his children until I was an adult. And so it's the likelihood that he has more children out there that I don't know is high with that particular uncle. And then I have another uncle who he was much older than my dad, and we know he had one child. We know of only one child that he had, but he didn't live close by, and he passed away before I was, before I never really knew him. But there's a possibility that maybe he has more children out there somewhere. So I mean, it wouldn't be, to be honest, I wouldn't be upset to find out that I had more relatives. But I do have a lot of relatives, um, like a lot, a whole lot, like hundreds of cousins.
Wow, your older sister is 87 years old?
My son said it was that.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Most of the markers pointed to American Indians. Other than that, I'll place a flag on every continent except Antarctica.
I've got cousins all over the world too. In fact, I don't even know where some of them are. I mean, I do know where some of them are, but some of them I just don't know. DNA is about genetic markers. Those are changed by location and diet. We'll see that most they tested have from an area have the same markers. Doesn't prove exactly your iris. Exactly. That's Mike. There you go. Yay. Just that most non-Irish people have similar markers. Exactly. Markers, for example. Oh, yeah, exactly. He said it right. I couldn't say it. It's like I understand it, but I can't put it in English so other people can understand it. Speaking of markers, which has nothing to do with markers and genetics, um, or ancestry, anything. Um, Good night, Jobs. Thanks for being here. How many
Talk to you later, Drop. Good night.
how many people in the chat speak a second or third or fourth language?
Not me.
If you speak another language other than your home language, type in the chat what language that is that you speak. Y'all are also smart. Y'all are smart. Y'all are kind. Y'all are important. Or if you don't speak another language, does anybody speak a second language, or third, or fourth, or fifth?
Nope.
Nope.
took Spanish when I was in high school. And
I only speak English, which is sad because I come from French Canadian ancestry. I speak typo. That is all. LOL. That is funny.
Who said that?
Mike. Mike.
You say you speak typo.
Mike. My question is, if you don't speak another language, why not? And if you do speak another language, when did you learn it? Mm. I understand Spanish. I speak it very little, not enough practice. Yeah. I have enough Spanish to say, "Hey, how you doing?" And let's go eat, maybe. I can't have a conversation. I couldn't hold a conversation. I understand enough Spanish to follow a conversation.
Pick up a few things along the way.
Up to follow a conversation, vaguely. I wouldn't get all the nuances and details, but I would know what you're talking about. I took French in high school. And so I have a vocabulary in French. I took French 1 and 2 in high school, so I have a vocabulary in French, but I can't understand it because people from France, they speak like they have marbles in their mouth. Or something. I don't know. It's just the way they speak. I can't understand it. I mean, I can.
I know how to say hi and bye in a couple of languages, and I know how to say thank you in some.
I was born in Japan and am told the housekeeper taught me to talk first in Japanese, but I left it in 1 year and don't remember anything. Okay. That's good. You can read those languages, understand a little bit. I can read Spanish and I can read a little bit of French. I actually I have a couple books in French. I think I have to go and look and see which one it is. Why can't I think of her name? The Bluest Eye. Who wrote that? Famous Black author. Woman. Y'all know who it is. I can't think of her name. Oh gosh. Why do it's like when you can't accessing. That's not the book that I have though. It's one of her other novels. No, not Toni Morrison. It is Toni Morrison, but that's not the book that I have. I have one of her other novels in French. Don't ask me why. And then a friend of mine wrote a book. As Canadian, and she wrote a book, French Canadian. She wrote a book, and I have that book in French as well. And I can read parts of it. I do have several novels in German. I can read some German. I can speak a little German, not a lot. So I can read French and translate it in my head, but I can't form sentences that make sense. Okay. I got okay with kanji. Yeah, not even. Not even. Languages have fascinated me for a while, and I have really tried hard to learn. I really tried hard to learn Spanish. I tried really hard to learn Spanish, and I can't. I cannot speak Spanish. I can understand some and I can read some, but I cannot speak Spanish. And it just, I mean, I can maybe pass a kindergarten test in Spanish. Hey
Okay,
Zach,
that part. That's how I feel right there.
kindergarten. Not well, and which is good because that's like better than a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
But but for having studied Spanish on and off for 10 years, you would think that I could speak more. And having been to Mexico. Actually, I've been to Mexico. Um and it's interesting because I know enough Spanish to get by. And I mean not like, not Mexico City and not, Cabo and not, the places that everybody goes. Um I went I went to Morelia, which is deep in the heart of the state of Mochican, Mexico.
Oh,
So
okay.
but still, I can't speak Spanish. And the same thing with Germany. I went to Berlin. I've been to Berlin twice, and I can navigate.
Mm.
I mean, I was able to go any place I wanted to go on public transportation, and get there and not get lost. And I could go to stores and restaurants and do all the things. Now, a lot of people in Berlin speak English, so there's that. But I could, order off the menu and stuff like that. But yeah, that. Oh, you can speak a little French, but see, you're in Canada, Zach. You're expected to speak more than a little. Did you have to take French in school? Yep, that's me too. Yeah. All right. You have a good night, Unbiased. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Night Unbiased. Thanks for coming through.
So I decided that I'm gonna try to learn another language. Okay, the only language that other than English that I can communicate in is sign language. And to be honest, I haven't used sign language in so long that I've probably forgotten a lot. But I was actually able to interpret. I'm not a certified interpreter, but I was able to interpret um, um, in our office setting because there's a deaf lady who worked in our office, and if the interpreter couldn't come, if we couldn't get an interpreter there for a meeting, if we had a sudden meeting, we couldn't get one in, then I would interpret for her. But the way I learned sign language, I took a bunch of classes. But the way I actually learned sign language is I went to an all intensive weekend where there was no voice. So either you could sign or you could understand it or you couldn't. And I learned a lot. Yeah. I don't understand how language learning works. I've tried a lot of different ways, and I don't understand how it works. But that doesn't mean I'm going to give up. I'll keep trying to get better with my Spanish, and
That's something that when you pick it up, you can't not use it, because if you don't use it, you'll lose it.
I think so. So I had to let her learn sign language for my classes due to some of the kids. It was their disability. Yeah, and so after I learned sign language, I worked at a deaf service center for a while. I also volunteered in the school system. There was a deaf student who was mainstream, but she needed some tutoring, and so I tutored with her for a while, and I did some translation in church
Hey,
for a
Auntie
while.
Ellen.
Hey, Auntie Ellen. So yeah, I did some translation in church for a while, and then I also translated at work for a while. So I actually used it quite a bit, and that was how I learned. I mean, that's one of the ways I kept my skills up. People make feel because I was in special education, but it doesn't bother me. Just struggled with reading and math. Everybody struggles with something, Zach. Um, the thing about it is not that you struggle, is that you keep at it and work until you get it. But everybody struggles with one thing or another. Um, I struggle with reading and math, but not in the way that not in a way that anybody would recognize. The thing with math and that and reading that get me is I don't understand. I don't always understand how what am I trying to say? I don't understand the names and the rules. So if you ask me what is the rule of this, or what, why does it work that way? I can't tell you, but I can still do it. So I could go to, and
Oh,
I make good grades in math, but I couldn't explain it to you. I couldn't explain it to anybody. I couldn't teach anybody else how to do it. So when my kids were coming along and they were having problems with math, I'm like, "Psh, go to Khan Academy, you know, go online, go to Khan Academy. They can explain it to you. They'll show you how to work it. They'll give you examples and you'll figure it out." And that was the same way I was with, with physics and calculus. I can't tell you what's going on with it. And the part of it is I just don't. And it's the same thing with English, with the rules. I can't tell you about, oh, I don't know, the words, the labels. When you put the labels on things, this is a this and this is a that and that is a that and you need to do this. I mean, yeah, I do know what a noun is and I know what a verb is and an adjective and adverb. I know what that is, but um I don't know where past past perfect, imperfect, dangling participles are. I don't know what they are. I can't tell you what they are. Imperfect and perfect and that. I don't know what they are. Those labels don't make any sense to me, but I can still speak the language. And I think that's part of the language learning that I don't get um, with other languages. When they go through and they tell you all of these rules, if you have this kind of verb and then it does this, and if you have this kind of verb, then it does that. If you, I don't care about that. I don't care about if it's this kind of verb that it does this. If it's this kind of verb, it does this. I just want to know how to say this. How do I say this? And if I know how to say that, does it translate to, okay, if I can say this, can I say that? Or that part. And I don't know anybody who teaches that way. And it's interesting because my brother, one of my brothers taught English as a second language to executives who had to do presentations in English. And he didn't teach, he taught rules, but he had basic rules that he taught, like sentence structure, that you have to have a subject and an action. And so you have to have a subject and an action. And if you have that, then you have a complete sentence. And so those were the basic rules. And so whenever they would come and it's like, well, what are you going to do? What is your action going to be? And the action is going to be whatever. Okay. Now who's going to be doing that? That's your subject. Okay. This, Jane runs, right? Subject, action. And that was the rules that he taught by. And then he would just teach them, tell me what you have to, tell me what your presentation is about. And then they would tell them, and then he would tell them, show them, teach them how to formulate the sentences. Don't tell me that I mean, I don't know. I'm just sitting here thinking about the process of learning the language and how, um, I don't know. It's crazy. What is that? I before E, except after C, and sometimes Y. No, that's not the rule. Now, see, that's those rules I can quote to you. I before E, except after C, unless it sounds like A is a neighboring way. I can do those because, and the reason I can do those is because, what is that book that we had? The Hard Race book that we had in college. Every time you made an error on a writing in writing in college, you had to go through the Hard Race and find the rule that you wrote broke, and you had to write it down. So the ones that I broke, I know them a lot. I know those rules because I had to write them down a lot. But yeah, that thing. See, the thing I'm not good at is
Don't
subtraction
follow rules now,
and
huh?
with borrow involved. You know what, Zach? They don't even teach borrowing anymore. They've gone away with teaching it that way anymore. They have all of these new fangled ways of doing math where they're where it's visual. And so instead of borrowing, you do my son did was doing my youngest son was doing this problem, and he was showing me how to do it. You make everything 10. So if it's 54 minus 37, you don't make it 54, you make it 50. And you don't make it 37, you make it 40. And then the 4 part and the 7 part, you do something else with them, and you do the 50 and the 40 part, and then you do something with the I don't know what you do with them, but you do something else over there, and there's no borrowing involved. And not only that, because they do it that way, you could do it all in your head. And my son did it for me, with some crazy number, some crazy long numbers, and he did it, and he showed me how to do it, and I was like, okay, I'm confused. But they don't do it anymore. I think you probably would have. Yeah, my husband and kids are mathematician. My grandson is in third grade, brought home homework, and it took everyone to figure out the way they do it now. Yeah, it's crazy the way they do stuff now. And then like with multiplication, they draw pictures. So you draw a picture and you draw a picture and you drop this down and you drop this down and you add this one and you add that one and you put that down there and that's your answer. And I'm like, what? Yeah, I'm serious. Go online and look at some of the way they do math now. It's crazy. Um, I'm walking around going, what? But when my son was in middle school, I think 5th grade, 6th grade, I put him in Montessori school.
Yeah.
And in Montessori school, when they do math, they teach ones, tens, hundreds,
Right.
thousands. And so the ones are a color and a size. They have these blocks. And so all the ones are a color and a size. All the tens are a different color and a different size. But if you take 10 of the ones and fold them up, they'll make one of the tens. So you have 10 ones, you fold them up, and they'll make a block that makes one of the tens. That's equal. You take 10 of the tens and you fold them up, it'll make a block that's the same size as one of the 100s. That's equal. And that's how they teach them how to do math. And so they start with the ones, the tens, the hundreds, the thousands. The same. That's how they do it. And so they start with all of these blocks. And so they start with ones, just ones. They do all the ones. And then they put in the tens. And once they have a 10, oh, that's a 10, it comes over here, it moves into this. And so they have places for them. And so it's visual. It's not just the concept. We were taught um in abstract. We were taught math in abstract. And so we just had the numbers in the abstract. But they're taught it in a concrete visual way. And so when they look at the numbers, they see 10 items. They don't see, they don't see a number. They see 10 items. And then if you subtract from that, then they subtract from that. They take 10 of the ones and then they subtract from that. And that leaves you the ones. And it's interesting the way they teach it. So my son was, older, and he'd already learned addition, subtraction, and multiplication. And then he goes to Montessori and he sees these blocks and he's like, what is that? And then when he sees it, he goes, oh, that's how I do it. I'm like, how did you do it that way when you weren't taught that way? He said, it's just easier. Just like, it's just easier.
Yeah. But he figured it out, though.
He figured it out. But that's because that kid, when he was 3 years old, had that whole block that the 1 to 100 block, up and down and sideways. He had those numbers in his head. Have you ever seen the number thing where it's 1 to 100 either way and it fill in? It's just a block. And if you have it, you can add, subtract, multiply, and divide with this block thing. He memorized that chart. They had it at his preschool. And so he knew where everything was on that chart. He put people on the chart. He put stuff on the chart in his head. And that's how he learned how to do math. I learned abacus in first grade. I never learned the abacus. Oh, I forgot now. Yeah. Same with the Dewey Decimal System. I understand the Dewey Decimal System really well because I worked in a library in high school. But yeah, not so much anymore. Hey, I memorized a 10 by 10 block. Yeah, there you go. That 10 by 10 block is amazing. If you can know how to use it. I did the number line, where we had the number line. And so I subtract to the right. I add to the right and subtract to the left. Put it on the number line. But people don't do that anymore because it's more abstract. It's not as, anyway, whatever. What am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why we're talking about math.
Look.
Oh my God. Because y'all know I can do math. I can do math. I'm good at doing math. I really am. Okay. But I don't necessarily understand what I'm doing when I'm doing math. Well, I do now, but back in the day I didn't. I just did it. And somebody commented before about geometry up ahead. I loved geometry. That was my favorite. A slide rule in school. I never used the slide rule. My dad had a slide rule, and I think my brother ended up with it. But I don't even know that I don't even know how they work. Yeah. But yeah, Khan Academy was saving grace for my kids. It's online. I don't know if it's still there or not, but it was online, and basically they just high school math, all the math that you had to do in high school, calculus, algebra, trig, all that stuff. Actually, they do that stuff in middle school now, but it was high school when I was back taking it. But all that stuff, they show you how, they teach you how to do it. And it's a person standing out at a whiteboard, writing on the whiteboard, showing you how to do it. And then they give you problems to work. And if you get them right, you get to play games, video games. And so my kids loved it. They loved going on there, and you get 10 right, you get so many minutes of video games. They played video games, and you go back and you do more. And it's like you go back into your six your they had a progress bar. You get your progress bar to turn green, and you got that. And they got through high school math no problem. Some of the kids working in McDonald's can't give you the exact change with the register doing the math. Well, yeah, that part. That part. I think it's interesting too because I found out one of my uncles didn't read or write, but he had his own business.
Mm.
I'm like, how did he keep his books?
Somebody kept it for him, or
He kept it in his head.
oh, see,
Back in the day, you remembered stuff. You learned how to remember stuff. And you know what? As a kid, as I was growing up, as a kid, we had to remember things. Well, you had to remember phone numbers for one. You had to remember addresses.
for that.
You had to remember addresses.
Number.
And if you went to church, you had to say a Bible verse, and you couldn't say the same one over and over again. You had to have a new Bible verse every week for church. For children's church, you had to have a Bible verse. And at Easter and Christmas, you had a speech, and the older you got, the longer it got.
Yeah, I remember Easter speech, and
you had to have Easter speech, and they would be long, and they had those books.
Oh my God,
they had those books. I forgot what those books. Ideal. What they call Ideal? They had these books with these flowers and stuff on them, and they had poems in them. And you had to go through that Ideal book and get a speech, and you had to learn it, and you had to present it, and you couldn't just da 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 da. You could you had to say it with inflection and accents and all the whole thing. You actually had to perform it. You had to remember things, and even in school, you had to remember the Gettysburg Address, the preamble to the Constitution, Friends, Romans, Countrymen, the soliloquies from Shakespeare. You had to poetry. You had to recite. We had to recite all that stuff. My 5th grader was cheating cafeteria because she couldn't count the change. Oh, wow. But yeah, you had to remember things. And so we did things at home and in school where you remember stuff. I was in 3rd grade or 4th grade. We had to learn Psalm 100 in school. Public school. We had to learn the 23rd Psalm. You already knew by the time you were going to school, but you had to learn Psalm 100. I think it was in the 4th grade, 3rd or 4th grade.
I remember we used to have to do the Pledge of Allegiance of the flag, and we used to sing the Black National Anthem, and we had to do the Star Spangled Banner.
Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah.
My country 'tis of thee. America the Beautiful. You were expected to know these songs.
Right.
You expected to know them. And not only that, in French class, we had to learn the French national anthem. Allons enfants de la patrie. Le jour de gloire est arrivé. Continue d'arriver. See, I can even say it still, the French national anthem, because we had to learn it in French class. I could probably sing it if I tried.
Mm, mm.
But yeah, Gettysburg Address, 23rd Psalm. Yep. The Lord's Prayer. Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna count down to 6.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, there were certain things that you had to remember at a certain time. And I remember learning Friends, Romans, Countrymen, lend me your ear, because my sister was learning it in 10th grade, but I was in the 5th grade. And I remember her practicing it so much that I learned it when she learned it
Oh wow.
because she was practicing it.
Right.
And then the soliloquies from Macbeth. When Lady Macbeth was wringing her hands, and because she felt like she couldn't get the blood off her hands, and she would go out, damn spot. It's so funny how you remember those things. Oh, Captain, my Captain, Invictus, out of the night that covers me, black as a pit from pole to pole. Yeah. A lot of I mean, we had a lot of things that we had in high school. My high school English teacher was no joke. You hear me? And my high school English teacher was the same teacher who taught my oldest sister, who's 10 years older than me, and my twin brothers, who are 9 years older than me. We all had the same high school English teacher. No joke. You hear me? No joke. You
So
gonna learn
you
it.
already knew what the lesson plan was.
You knew you was gonna work. You were going to work. She was, yeah, definitely.
Mike.
Shout out to Miss Simpson or Miss Saunders Simpson. Shout out, cause yeah, that was the truth. So well, that was another thing too. I grew up in a small town in North Carolina, and the the person who was my kindergarten teacher was also my Sunday school teacher.
Mm.
You know, there were people in the community that you didn't just see them at school, but you saw them in the community. So there was no acting up because they were, you know what I'm saying? They were maybe not necessarily family, but they were friends of the family, and they were, members of the same church, and you saw them. So yeah, they were invested, put it that way, in your success. Mike, I planted all of your seeds on Saturday for the herb challenge. Okay. I should do the herb challenge, but I'm not going to. I usually had good teachers, only a few bad ones. I had a few teachers that I didn't get along with so much. But yeah, it was mostly me and not them. I'll put it that way.
Mm-mm. I had one that didn't like me.
Well, there was that. There was
like me. I don't know.
There was that, but they didn't like me for a reason.
I didn't get no reason to not like me. She didn't like me. I don't know what it was. It took everything out of me not to beat her down.
Uh-oh.
Yep. I respect my elders. I took it to everybody that I needed to take it to. Then nobody want to do nothing about it. Okay, well, y'all need to get me out her class.
Yeah.
From a B to a D. Come on now.
Yeah.
It's getting to be personal.
Yeah.
You ain't supposed to do that to children. Well, she did.
Good morning to you. I don't remember good morning to you.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, dear teacher. Good morning to you.
I don't remember that.
I do. Ha! I still remember that one. Yeah.
There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. There's even Saturday. Days of the week. Days of the week.
That one.
Days of the week. Days of the week. Days of the week.
No.
There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. There's even Saturday. Days of the week. Days of the... That was one for my kids when they were in school. That was not for me when I was in school.
Okay.
It's the Addams Family song. Is that thing still on? I don't know if it's still on or not. It's not working. There you go.
There you go. There you go. And
I was married in
you all
12th
have a
grade,
good
so no
night.
pain.
We done hit our mark, and I
Oh my
appreciate
God.
you coming in. Thank you so much. And I'll see y'all in these YouTube streets. And don't forget to come by tomorrow at Felicia's house. Same time, same station at 11 o'clock.
See y'all later. Good night, everybody.
Good night.